Today we're going to be replacing a left side or driver side temperature door actuator on a 2015 Ford Edge. I started taking it apart and I wasn't going to film it, but I couldn't find any videos on how to do one, so I'll probably do one. So as you can see, I started taking it apart. First thing you do, there's this cover on the side, you just pop it out. I ended up using one of these, just pop it out of the way. Same with this little cover right here, goes right there. It's got 4 clips in it. You just pull it out and it comes right out. The actuator should be right in here, and I do have a picture. So on this side here we have the temp door actuator, as you can see. Temp door actuator on the left side, and for reference, right on the top there's the air distribution one. And what this one's doing is blowing hot air from the left side, or yeah, hot air from the left side and cold air from the right side. So that makes me think that the door is not moving. So we're gonna take it apart and see if it's not moving or not. But for that, we're gonna take that off so we can access the actuator. I'll move you guys over here. So there's 2 bolts right here, 2 7s. We gotta take those out. I'll get you guys to move over here kind of the best I can. So we're gonna take that off, insert the bolts in the cup holder. Then we should be able to pry it out of here like that. Same with here, just be careful not to scratch anything, which I did a little bit there. Came right off, so nothing to worry. So that came off right there. And now we're just gonna say there, that thing was just laying there. Okay, probably goes over there. But now I'm gonna take this cover off for the let me move you guys right here. This cover off, which I believe it's a T30, and it is kind of hot out here. It's like 95 degrees out here, so I'm all sweaty. So there's I believe another one over here, if I can get to it. I might need an extension for this one. Let's see. Let me see. I gotta get under here and see. Might be even a 7. Let me try my 7. I guess I didn't pay attention to what it was down here. Yeah, it is a 7. So it is a T30 up here, and it's a 7 down here. So there it is. Here's the 7. I thought they would have just kept it the same. So now right here we're gonna pry apart, and it should come right out, maybe like that. And then pull your adjuster lever down so you can get it out of the way like that. And I'm just gonna set that on the passenger seat. So now our actuator should be in here. I'll get you guys a close up if I can. So the actuator we're after is gonna be about right here. So if I take this out right here, I might gain more access to it. But I'm gonna pass you guys, go get a light, and then we can take this off. So I ended up taking the OBD2 port right here. I took that off and moved it to the side. Just 2/8 in here. I'll show you. 2/8, take them off, move it to the side. I did take the screws. I didn't put it on camera because it was really hard to, it's kind of hard to get to it and really hard to show you guys how to or record it and take the screws at the same time. But as you can see, there's one here and one down here. Or let me see. Yeah. So one screw, let me move this harness out of the way. So let me shine the light. So one right here in the corner, and then one right here, and then this will be your air door temp, and this is your temperature one, and that's the air vent, the one that changes the from vents to the floor or distribution actuator. So now that you got it out, you got this tab, you gotta push it back like that and then push in the middle of it and then comes right out. So that's what we're gonna be replacing today. This is the replacement from Doorman. That's the part number, and they call it an air door actuator. I think, if I'm right, I think they're the same. If you look at the air one and the temperature one, they look about the same. But before we put it on, we want to compare them, make sure they look about the same, which they do. Count the spines on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one's got 7 too. And what it was doing, the actuator will start moving just a little bit, and it would stop, and they get stuck in hot. And I moved the door by hand right there. This right here, you can move it by hand. If you can see this white part right there, if you push that with a screwdriver or something, you can, or something like this, right here, if you push that up, that's gonna go to hot, and then you can push it down like it is, or just get a screwdriver in here and move it, and you should be able to switch it from hot to cold. And the actuator here, it does come with a indexing, what do they call it? As you can see, it comes with an adapter, so you can index the actuator when you put it in. And basically what it is, it's just this with a 1/4 inch ratchet on the other side. And you could use this to move the door. I'll show you guys here real quick. So I got it in, and then watch the door right there, and then move it. That's full hot right there, and it is coming in pretty hot. So now we move it back to cold. I think it's easier if I push it back like that, push the back, and there you go. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but the screws, here's the screws, just 2 Phillips holding it. This is what I ended up using right here, Easy Red, and this flexible ratchet. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and record it and put it in at the same time. I think I got it indexed correctly right there. You guys will find out if it is. See that? It went right in. so it's indexed correctly, and here's one screw that goes right there, screw hole. Like I was saying, here's one screw hole right here and the other one down here. So I got my connector plugged in, CPA put in, pushed in. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to hold my phone in here, and you guys are gonna see that cam right there, that white piece right there, right here, is gonna start moving hopefully, and that's what we want. So I'm gonna go from, right now it's full cold, I'm gonna go to hot. And as you can see, that cam is moving. And now it went over here. It's kind of hard to see, but see that right there? And I'll do it again. Now I'm gonna go to full coil again. So now we're full coil, and now it came down here. So now we know our actuator is working and our temperature is pretty cold. And that's how you replace it. So I'm probably not going to show how to put the screws back on again, or because it's kind of hard to record and show you guys how to put them in. But you just basically, this is what I used. Put them in and just slowly by hand get them tight. You can probably start them by hand and just like that, just start them by hand and you can probably get it. And then as you can saw in the start of the video, just reverse the process to put this back on. The cover, your OBD port, I guess I'll show you guys real quick. So this just goes, after you put your screws in, plug it in, you just drop this in here like that, put your nuts back on, and then put your cover back on, and your steering wheel cover too, and the bolts, one here, one there, and that's pretty much it. And as you guys can see, the door's back to working again. I'll show you guys one more time just in case. I'll see if I can get a better shot. So this thing, that white thing is gonna move as soon as I change to hot. Yeah, that's a better shot. And then I'm gonna go back to cold, and we can see that. And you can saw my actuator moving because I don't have any bolts in it right now. So I'm gonna put some bolts in it, where my screws back in, and it should be done. And if you're having problems with the vents not changing from cold to defrost and all that stuff, these will be your actuator to check right here. So here's one, that's the temp door, and this is the air distribution one, and that would be the one to check. So thanks for watching.